Good morning, y'all. I hope everybody's having a great morning thus far. I hope you had a great weekend. It is Monday morning. Yes, I am headed to work. Running a little late. Working on that timing thing. This morning, excuse me, I want to talk about the comparison trap. Oftentimes, we as humans, I don't know if it's just human nature, second nature, whatever, that we compare ourselves, our lives, our blessings that God has blessed us with what other people's blessings are, or, she has more than I have, he has more than I have, or this will never work because she has this type of education, or that'll never work because she lives here, she has that, he has this, he has that. Comparing yourself or your blessings to somebody else's. And I've been guilty of it. We all have. And, sometimes sometimes, and every time, sometimes, you know what? Everybody, there's going to always be somebody's ice who's cooler than yours. Period. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you live, what you do, your background, whatever. But guess what? You might, matter of fact, I know you ought to want to be happy with the cup of ice that God gave you. And I say that to say this. You never know what those people or the person that you're comparing your life to or your blessing to has had to go through or deal with in order to receive or have that blessing that God has given them, or to keep the thing that God has blessed them with. You look at the fact that, she has a nice car, he has a nice car, nice house, but just don't know they sitting up in that sucker probably stressing left and right how to pay the bill so won't nobody come pick it up, or so they won't foreclose on the own. So be thankful for the cup of ice that God is giving you. A lot of times we don't have those certain blessings that we feel like God has blessed others with, because if you're not faithful over the small stuff that he's giving you, the little things, why is he gonna bless you with something else bigger and better than what you already have? He gave them that blessing because he knows that they can handle it or deal with it. You, on the other hand, not so much. You can't handle the small car note on the Honda. Don't be asking for no Range Rover. If you can't handle the small bills or the little or big bills in the apartment that you have, don't be asking God for no house. I mean, you could ask him for it, but don't expect him to give it to you and you late on your rent every month in your apartment. Because if you can't pay the rent in the apartment, how you gonna pay the mortgage on the house? Unless the mortgage on the house is a lot lower than the rent that you're paying in the apartment, which in most cases that does happen. So this is just kind of a general synopsis. If you can't handle the issues or problems that you have in your girlfriend-boyfriend relationship, what you think gonna happen if you think you gonna get married or want to get married? You can't handle them little problems. Why is God gonna bless you with a wife or a husband for you to mess them up? Why? So you never know the magnitude of the things that people are dealing with to keep those blessings that God has given them. So in saying that, don't compare what God has given you to what God has given somebody else. Because if you stay in your lane and continue to do what you need to do and continue to accept the blessings that God has given you and live in and breathe in and deal with those blessings that God has blessed you with, you're going to be all right anyway. Because guess what? Once you can handle that little stuff that you got going on now, I guarantee he going to take you to the next level, step it up a little bit more and a little bit more. He's not going to give you no more than you can handle. You know, and sometimes we dig and put ourselves in those situations that we can't handle or can't deal with. We do that on our own. We quick to say, well, God did this or God did that. No. See, God tried to show you and warn you in the first place, and you still went out and did what you wanted to do. You still went out and bought that car knowing you couldn't handle that car note, but you did it because everybody else had it, or you wanted it because somebody else got it. Oh, if she could get that car, I can get that car. Stop comparing yourself and your blessings that God has given you to other people's blessings. Stop. If David had done that, he would have never went out there with that little slingshot and that rock, now would he? He'd have kept on saying, well, you know, I'm not big enough, or I don't have this big old helmet, I don't have this big old armor, this big old shield. All I got is this little old rock. And look what he did with that little old bitty rock that God gave him. That little old bitty pebble and a slingshot. Look what he did. Imagine what you could do with the little old bitty pebbles and the slingshot that you have. Think about that. Don't worry about nobody else and what they have going on. Don't worry about, well, God, how God blessed him, how God blessed her. Guess what? He blessing you too. In your own way. In more ways than you know. So keep that in mind. Do not get into or in the habit of comparing your life and your blessings against somebody else's life and their blessings. There's always going to be somebody's ice that's cooler than yours. Just thank God for the cup of ice that he's given you. I hope y'all have a great, and blessed day. I love you all. Be safe. Mwah.